Hi, I'm John Jacobs, proud business manager of the International Brotherhood of Electric Workers, Local Union 494. Today I'm joined by Business Rep Steve Schobert. Steve, thanks for taking the time to do this.
Thanks for the invitation. Happy to be here with you.
So, Steve, after high school, leading up to Local 494, what did you do after high school?
So after high school, I initially went to college, started an electrical engineering degree. And when that didn't necessarily work out, I got a job working in a factory, got a job at Kohler Company, working on an engine assembly line. Good union job, good paying, good benefits, but didn't think that was my career path, so looked into other options, started talking with electricians, and one day walked into Spec Electric shop in Sheboygan, and they, showed me how to apply, and applied at 494.
Okay, so I take it these were union electricians that you spoke with?
Some of them were maintenance electricians while I worked at Kohler Company. Some were non-union electricians that I knew in the area.
Okay, so you applied. How many years did it take you to get in?
I actually was fortunate and got in my first year applying for the apprenticeship.
And how long was the apprenticeship?
Apprenticeship was 5 years, so over those 5 years was fortunate, worked with a lot of great journeymen, a lot of knowledge that they shared with me. And
so then you graduated, so now you're an inside journey wireman. Stay with Spec?
I stayed there for 18 years.
Okay.
Left for a while, went to Cons Electric, and then ended up back at Spec Electric.
All right. And during your time as a journey wireman, what were some of the duties that you were assigned to?
Early in my career, I did a lot of industrial and commercial electrical. As I moved on through my career, I kind of did more and more controls, and then that turned into more sound and communication, low voltage work, which I spent the last half of my career in the field doing mainly that kind of work.
Did you ever get the opportunity to work in the office?
Yes, actually I did. Towards the end, I was in charge of the low voltage division at Spec Electric.
So Steve, during that 29 years, from apprenticeship to journey wireman, working in the field, in the office, even here as a rep, hit on some of the things that you've been a part of with Local 494. For example, I know for a fact, Kettle Moraine unit chairman is one thing that comes to mind. So things of that nature.
Okay, so I always wanted to become involved in our unions. In 2007, I was elected Kettle Moraine unit chairman, held that position for 18 years. During that time, I also was a part of the negotiating committee on Kettle Moraine inside contracts. I believe it was 7 of them. Member of the PAC committee for the local. Also was part of the Kettle Moraine apprenticeship committee. Was elected in 2025 to the executive board, where I served as the recording secretary up until being offered the business rep position in October of last year.
All right. So with everything you've been involved with over the course of the 29 years, Steve, everything you just mentioned, it may be difficult, but can you highlight what's been your greatest joy or accomplishment among all those things that you've done?
I guess the thing that I would point out is just being involved in changing people's lives, helping people do better, and part of that is helping negotiate good contracts for our members and helping people get started in the trade.
So what do you think would be the most challenging thing you've ever encountered, again, across that 29-year span?
Across that span, I would say one of the most challenging things would be contract negotiations during the slow times. Having
Yes,
been part of some contract negotiations right after the Great Recession, those were very challenging.
Agreed. I was there with you. So let's put work aside. Personal life, family, kids?
I am married. Been married to my wife Sarah for 27 years. We have 2 daughters. Older daughter is currently in her 2nd year in college. She's studying to be an accounting major. I have a younger daughter. She's a senior in high school, and she's looking at going to college to pursue a law degree.
Okay. Hobbies? You got any hobbies?
I do. One of my hobbies is I like going camping with my family. The other thing I like to do is I like motorcycling.
Okay. How about something unique that maybe most people are not aware of about you?
I guess one thing I'd like to bring up that maybe a lot of people don't know is my involvement with Habitat for Humanity. As you know, John, Local 494 is a sponsor of Habitat for Humanity Lakeside and Sheboygan. And for about the past 10 years, I've taken the lead on the home builds for Habitat for Humanity. We've done 16 homes. We're working on number 17. I've taken the lead and worked with other IBW members and have wired homes for people. So I'm pretty proud of being involved with that.
Absolutely. So I know there's never a time where you have too many volunteers that you have to turn them away. So if someone's interested in helping out with the Habitat, should they get a hold of you then?
That would be great. I'd be happy to hear from any of our members who would like to volunteer. We currently are working on the 17th one, and they actually are starting 2 more. So there's plenty to do.
So are you at the point with the 17th one, has rough-in begin yet, or are you getting to the stage of trimming out?
We started rough-in. We have to finish that up yet. So we're kind of in the middle of rough-in, and trim out probably will be starting in a month or 2.
So Steve, obviously you're currently involved with Habitat for Humanity over a number of years. Is there anything else that you're currently involved with that is part of Local 494 or helps out the local that maybe we didn't touch on?
One thing we didn't talk about yet is I was a delegate to the Sheboygan County Labor Council for 494, and a few years ago I became the president of the Labor Council, and I'm currently still doing that.
Well, Steve, I can't thank you enough for taking the time out of your day today for this interview. Be safe out there. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you the next time.